Okie dokie folks, a very good morning everyone from Newcastle International Airport. And as you can see in front, we've got a couple of Jet 2 parked up. It's a lovely morning here at Newcastle Airport. And we've got a KLM 7378. It's going to so that will be going. Super Cooper 2112, good morning. MB Spotting, hello. Mark Sanderson, good morning mate, great to have you all on board. Hope the audio and video and everything is okay. And Stephen Marchant, good morning. Back from Tenerife, it's freezing here. Just with you, mate. Quite nice. January, it's Sam Thurloway, what time's the Emirates? 20 past quarter. We'll still be here and we'll still be live. Mark Sanderson, you saw kit on Sunday. No, it wasn't me. I believe that another live stream, without going into too much detail from what I've seen, a new live stream organisation is funding a operation up here in the northeast, because it's only come about in the last few months, and yeah, it's not, definitely not me. Handy to know. Where is stream is freezing. Okay. Might have to do it on. Alright folks, I'm just going to have to switch to OBS, so if you all bear with me, I'll try and get it yeah, thanks mate, thank you. Try an OBS studio. Right folks, just bear with me 2 minutes. Bear with me 2 minutes. Right folks, the issue seems to be the HDMI cable, so just gonna have to make do with that, I'm afraid. John Kenneth Williams, good morning. Now I think just coming in. Alright folks, that's it live, but I'm not sure how long this whether this HDMI cable is going to last. So right, that's us. It's live anyway, it should be working. Double checking to make sure it's all connected. Right, I'll keep an eye on that and see how it goes, but yeah, it definitely seems to be a dodgy HDMI connection to the camcorder. So wrap some tin foil around it, Mark. I don't somehow think that's quite going to cut it. That's much better, excellent. I can't work out whether it's down to the Type-C connection on the phone or if it's to do with the HDMI connection to the camcorder. I'll have to double check that out, but as long as it's working for now, that's the main thing. That's Golf Hotel Alpha Romeo Golf, just landed there on runway 25. We've also got Eastern Airways ATR, which is just parked up, and that's going to be taking Newcastle United down to Southampton for their semi-final game later today. And we've got British Airways A320neo, which is just about ready to go. Definitely looks as though the stream is occasionally buffering as well. I can see why it's down to the connection. got British Airways A320neo, which is just over to the left hand side, and 2 Jet 2 737s over there as well. Like I say, I'm not sure how this stream's going to hold up, unfortunately, just with the HDMI cable being bent, so unfortunately not a lot we can do. Stephen Marchand, Southampton's jamming system. No, it's definitely my HDMI cable. Right, that might be slightly better. We'll give it a bash and see what it does. There's British Airways A321neo just taxiing down there. What's the expected takeoff time? Expected takeoff time should be about 10 o'clock in theory. So that's the idea. That's the BA A321neo just making its way down to runway 25, down to Delta 1. I don't know why when I saw it taxiing before I thought it was an A320neo. But right, we'll give that a bash with the stream quality, see if that works. Hopefully it's better. Mark Sanderson, definitely better. Right, that's good, mate. I'm just keeping it like that for now, but again, the HDMI cable is I just noticed is bent. I think it's either got knocked in transit or something, so either way that needs replacing, and overall the setup needs a good a good bit of a rejig. Right, and Graham Thompson, good morning mate, great to have you on the live stream. How are you keeping? Lovely to have you with us. There is the A321neo. We've also got the Emirates coming in about an hour and a half. So that'll be nice to see, as long as everything stays working and connected. That'll be nice. Here we go, Golf November Echo Oscar Tango, heading to London Heathrow. Better, not yet, no, excellent, good, that's the main thing. And I can see we've got about 30 of you all tuned in this morning, very good morning. Stephen Marchand, just as you said that, it suddenly said on OBS Studio that it disconnected. Oh, typical man, typical. There we go, that's the 321 up. That's the limits that I'm going to in terms of panning upwards, folks, because the HDMI cable has been playing up, so we're not gonna put that to the test. Anyway, hopefully that was working. Yeah, literally spoke too soon. No sooner did you say, oh, it's looking better, and then all of a sudden it just disconnected. And Megan, good morning. Great to have you on the live stream. Hope work's going well for you this morning. Lovely to have you on board. We've had a few connection issues and gremlins this morning, and it looks like they're continuing. The network keeps connecting, then disconnecting, and going on, then going off. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. It's almost like it's trying to connect to the 5G network, and then it's disconnecting and going to the 4G network. So it almost seems like that's the part of the issue. Stephen Marchant, fab footage of the spray. Yeah, it was lovely. It was very nice, just as it was rotating there, and the spray off 2.5 was lovely. It was very, very nice indeed. And we've got an Air France Embraer 190, Lufthansa Embraer 190 as well coming in, and Golf Hotel Alpha Romeo Golf, which is over there. And that just arrived a few minutes ago, just before we started the live stream. And if we pan over to the left, we've got a few planes parked up. We've got Jet2 737-800s, Ryanair 737-800 all parked up overnight here. So that's them just over there. Golf Juliet Zulu Hotel Kilo and Juliet Zulu Hotel Mike. That's them just parked up over there. And then we've got Ryanair's 737-800. That's one of our based ones. Echo India, Echo November Echo, and that's parked up on the north side there as well. And then another Jet2 just off to the left hand side. Political bias, runway 25. Yes, runway 25. That's in use this morning. Although it did look momentarily before as though runway 07 was going to be in use just for a second, and then they changed it. So now we have runway 25 in use, which is nice. So that's like I say, that's one of our based Ryanair 738s anyway, and it's pretty cool to have. So the Emirates folks, the Emirates will be coming in about an hour and a half, and I'm hoping that the battery life on the laptop is good enough for it. We'll just have to play it by ear and see how it goes. Sam, the way the police helicopter coming out today. Is the police helicopter coming out today? Yes, Sam, it should be coming out at some point. The police typically do anything from 2 to 4 normal daily sorties anyway. It just depends on what the call outs are. But yeah, you do 9 times out of 10 you do tend to get the Eurocopter heading out. So whether or not we'll see it this morning is another matter. Sometimes they do tend to go, obviously, only when there's a call out. On the other hand, sometimes they do a training flight just up to the north or down to Tyneside way, so it all just depends. Booked on a Ryanair MAX 8 for the flight to Tenerife in September. Nice one, Stephen. And is that flight from here, Stephen, or is that from Edinburgh? Because I think our based aircraft are meant to remain as 737-800s, so we'll have to see. It would be nice if it was a MAX based, but I don't see that happening in the near future, sadly. I'm just keeping an eye on the bit rate on the live stream, and so far so good. All looks nice and smooth anyway, which is good. So we'll just pan over to the Eastern Airways ATR, and that way and see what's happening over there. Not much happening really at the moment. There's been a couple of vehicles go over, but nothing that significant, to be honest. And that's the bird that Newcastle United team will be flying on down to Southampton later on. Alex Aviation, very good morning, mate. Great to have you on the live stream. We've also got another plane. Oh yeah, we've got a TUI 737-800 that's just pushing back from the terminal. It might seem a stupid question for those who know, but why do they say different runway numbers when there's only one long one? So basically the runway numbers correspond to the heading of the runway. So if you think of the direction we're heading in now, which is we're heading toward the east, our heading will be about 070 degrees or 060 degrees, depending on which way you're facing. So the runway numbers correspond to the heading of the runway. Therein, that's why you've got runway 07, because that's the easterly facing side of the runway. And then from the other side, the 25 side, that's a westerly facing side of the runway. So you've got a heading of 250 degrees. So that's those two. And again, each runway is different. Some runways are more north-south facing, so you might have one that's 36 or one that's runway 01. So again, each runway is orientated in a slightly different heading, and those headings correspond to the ends of the runway. So hopefully that answers your question. Seating plan shows it's a Max 8M. I think all of the Ryanair seat plans for any bookings like 3 to 6 months in advance are down as Max 8, obviously due to the deliveries and the number of aircraft they intend to get. They obviously have to have them down as Max 8s just in case, I believe, but because there's been a few flights like that in the past from here in Newcastle that have shown as Max 8s, but we'll live in hope, mate. Fingers crossed it is a Max 8, that'll be really good. So we've got the TUI 737-800, which is just pushed back and is about to taxi along the runway. And see, we've got 64 of you all tuned in this morning. Very good morning to each and every one of you. It's lovely to have you with us. We've got TUI, which will be taxiing in just a moment. It would be nice if they were departing runway 07 for a nice head-on shot, but unfortunately it is, well, fortunately, whichever way you look at it, it's going to be runway 25. Right, that's the tail of the TUI, just over there. And that's it, just taxiing along to runway 25 now. And Sam Thirlway, is there any RAF coming into Newcastle today? Not to my knowledge, but the RAF can be a little bit funny. 1 minute, you know, there's nothing coming in, and then the next minute there is, you know, there's a couple of flights coming in. So watch this space. Who knows? We might see something. Something would be nice, but we'll see how it goes. Lufthansa's on approach. Yep, we've got the Embraer 190 just coming in there, so that's nice. There we go. Golf Tango Alpha Whiskey Romeo, one of TUI's 737-800s with split scimitar winglets. That's just taxiing to the 25 end here at Newcastle. We'll pan over at the approach in just a second, but the Lufthansa E190 from Frankfurt is just an approach. Yeah, no worries. You're welcome. You're welcome. Like I say, it's a good question. A lot of people wonder why the runways have numbers and what the numbers correspond to, and that's what they correspond to. So hopefully that was helpful. And Graham Thompson, it's high flying over your house. Good stuff, mate. Good stuff. It's just on the approach now. There we go, and that's the E190 just over there, coming all the way from Germany, from Frankfurt, Maine. And occasionally you do see A319s on this route. And we have had the odd A320 as well, which sadly I missed, but it was a Star Alliance A320 that Lufthansa used from Frankfurt here to Newcastle, and that was quite a cool one to see. And here's the Lufthansa. Like I say, it's a beautiful calm morning here at Newcastle. Nice for flying and nice for filming. There we go, and that's the E190 touchdown. Woohoo! Golf Tango Alpha Whiskey Kilo, you flew on that aircraft out of Doncaster. Nice one, Alex. Before the airport shut down, 4 years. It's a shame that Doncaster's closed, but on the other hand, I'll be honest, I was down at Teesside last week and it was really nice to see the T2 aviation Boeing 727s there. That was really nice. So it's nicer that, well, it's nice they're a bit further northeast, which is cool. There we go, that's the E190, Delta Alpha Echo Charlie Golf, I think it is. Charlie Golf? Yep, Charlie Golf. Operated by Lufthansa Cityline. Very nice. I always love seeing the Lufthansa brand here at Newcastle. It's so cool. We used to have Lufthansa Cityline CRJs coming in quite a few years ago. I mean, obviously they still use the CRJ 900s, but we used to get them in the old livery years ago, operating to and from, I think it was Dusseldorf. Whereas now we've got the Eurowings A319s and A320s that operate on that route, so a little bit of a change, but still nice to see the brand here. I'm hoping to fly with them from Newcastle at some point, but we'll see if that happens. Paul Eddy, good morning, mate. Great to have you on the live stream. How are you doing? Hope you're keeping well, mate. Hope everything's going well. I'll have to catch up with you on Discord soon. So Lufthansa just turned in on the stand. We might be able to see the stand guidance, actually. Yep, you can see the stand guidance system. Just as the aircraft's taxiing in onto stand 4. And the little yellow thing you see is giving the crew as you can see, it gives them a measure of how far it is until they have to apply the brakes to stop short of the terminal, and that's the guidance system that they use. It looked like he was going in a little bit quick there. Right, we've got the TUI 737-800, which is just about to take off now from runway 25, and just lining up on the 25 end. Pardon me, excuse me. Recovering from working at Manchester Airport, but just enjoying some days off. Oh, nice stuff. Nice one, mate. How did your work down at Manchester go? Hopefully it went nice and smoothly. I imagine compared to Edinburgh, it'll be a totally different environment to work in compared to up north. But, it's good you're willing to go down there. So the Eastern Airways should be going in the next. Eastern Airways ATR should be going in the next 10 minutes, all being well. So we'll keep our eyes on that, and hopefully it goes. We've also got a little Piper 20H. Was it a Warrior just taxiing out there? And that's the TUI just rolling now. Can't wait to train with Jet 2 in the summer. That'll be fantastic. And Evan, hello. Yes, keeping well, thanks. You're heading to Forteventura soon. Nice one. Nice one. That'll be good. I'll just get this 737-800 departing. It's rolling. Indeed, very, very nice. You can see the spray that it's kicked up just on the far end of the runway. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Now we've got Piper PA28, which is hiding somewhere. I think he's just doing some engine runs. And Eastern Airways is just still over there. It's got a vehicle outside of it, but nothing spectacular. And Fagra2E, thank you very much for that comment. It's very, very nice. Takes you back to when you used to be able to spot inside the terminal. BA Tridents, BA C111s, yeah, those were the days, mate. Those were the days. Still remember my dad talking about how when he used to fly with British European Airways from here down to Heathrow, and then from Heathrow down to Malta. And sorry, that's just the metro train going past, folks, in case you're wondering what the noise was. But some of the photos from back in the day when you had Dan Air London, BAC 111s, and then obviously the British Aerospace 146s on the regional routes, they looked absolutely brilliant to see. But you look now at the photos and, you know, it's a completely bygone era, even with the plane spotting you used to be able to do on top of the terminal. I can remember when the viewing terrace was open and you had the cafe just over to the north side of the terminal. I can still remember when that was open. But yeah, lovely, lovely memories and lovely bit of history. And thank you for your comment. That was really, really nice. Charlie Delap, good morning. Nice to see the second best team in the northeast having a chance. Having a chance at a trophy. Oh dear. You mean the first best team? I can't remember the other one being anywhere even in the Premier League, so yeah. Nah, they've got to have a chance at something, mate. At the end of the day, they've done pretty well, but we'll see how it goes. They've performed excellently in the Prem so far this past year, but on the other hand, in the FA Cup, it was a bit of a disappointment, especially against Sheffield. But you know, there's everything to say it should be a good game tonight, hopefully. Right, that's the Piper Warrior just lining up on 2.5. And Charlie, it's great to have you with us this morning, mate. Really, really nice to see you on the live stream. Mark Sanderson, aye, they were the days. Yep, those were the days indeed, mate. Many moons ago. Alex Aviation. Heading to Rhodes and May out of Manchester. Long time, yeah, Rhodes will be nice. Rhodes looks like a lovely place. There we go, and that's the Piper just departing. One to see. Now I've got the Air France, which will be coming in soon, I believe. I'm almost loath to check my laptop in case it disturbs the live stream, but yeah, that should be coming in soon. Paul Reed Gill Airways. Yes, that's with the short 360s. I can still remember seeing the photos of the Gill Airways hangar here at Newcastle, and that was so cool when they used to have that. Robinson R44 just going there. But yeah, I remember the Gill Airways photos. And funny enough, when I was up at Aberdeen about 6 or 7 years ago, one of the airlines which used to operate the postal flights to the islands and so on was Benair. And Benair used to use the Shorts 360, and they were fantastic to see. They were really cool to see. And in fact, I think if you go on or if you type in on YouTube Shorts 360 at Aberdeen Airport, I'm pretty sure that's one of the videos that comes up. It was one of the Benair ones, and after that they were all retired and flown across to Denmark, because obviously a lot of them carried on in flying cargo for quite a few years after ending passenger operations. It was a bit like the British Aerospace ATP. So West Atlantic have operated many of those for quite a few years, but the last one that still operated commercially anyway with passengers was it was the NextJet across in Sweden, and I had planned to go and fly on it a few years ago, and that was before the ATP was retired. So yeah, lovely aircraft there. Lovely aircraft. We can't all lift the League One playoff trophy, don't worry. Well, you know, you've got to be in League One, you've got to be in it to win it, haven't you? So it's unusual to see the air ambulance. Yes, it is. You do occasionally see the Great North Air Ambulance Dolphins heading out. Occasionally the HeliMeds will go on flight radar. Interestingly, the call sign always correlates to the emergency response. So if for instance the call sign ends in A, so if it's HeliMed HM58A for instance, that means that it's a priority call, that it's an emergency, and then various other call signs mean different things as well with regard to the call sign, which a good friend of mine, Andy, told me a few years ago, and I found quite interesting. It was really interesting. I remember sitting on the terrace on Sunday afternoon when we were little. It was like a little family outing. Oh, I definitely. Well, we used to meet up and go to the terminal there, to the viewing terrace, and you could go to the viewing terrace at the top and just, you know, have a cuppa and watch all the movements and that, and it was a really nice little get together back at the time. But unfortunately now, you know, you can't do anything like that, and you've got to be airside in order to get those kind of views, sadly. But yeah. Harry Barrett, what camera are you using? Harry, I am using a Panasonic HC-V720. This particular Panasonic camcorder records in maximum of 50 frames per second, but the other one I use is another Panasonic, and that's 4K. So it's it depends really what you want. If you want better quality, I'd recommend some of Panasonic's 4K camcorders, but this one for 50 frames is pretty good, to be honest. Jet to travelling with the found one of the few places there, the entire Cologne Bone had a stopover. Actually, to be honest with you, I know you just mentioned Cologne Bone there. I'm still amazed at places that I go to in Europe whenever you go there for filming just how open and accessible places are over there. It tends to be in this country where they're very hit and miss about, well, I say hit and miss, they just tend to not have any. But yeah, across in Europe, most airports tend to have a viewing terrace, or at least a place where people can just park and go and watch the movements, which is nice. So yeah, everywhere's different. Everywhere's different. Jet 2 at Leeds Bradford, just seen, seems to be the best to work in they trust me edge. That's excellent, Alex, that's excellent. Well, hopefully it all goes well, Jet 2, that's excuse me, I hope it all works out for you, mate. See the German one, excuse me, the German one quite a bit in Edinburgh, Paul. Oh, nice one. It's a good one to see. Yeah, that's to be honest with you, mate, they keep blaming it on the events from September 2001, but I don't buy that, because everywhere else is still open. It just seems to be in this country where they took a bit more of a harsh view on places that are accessible for plane spotting and so on, which is a shame, because they, you know, offer people, especially people who have got young ones, especially ones who've got kids, they offer them the opportunity just to go out for the day and to, you know, to enjoy some plane spotting, which is nice. We've got the Eastern Airways ATR, which is just about to start the engines up. And this is the one with the Newcastle United team on. That's them just starting up the engines there, getting ready to go. Do you need, Simon Gardner, do you need to ask Newcastle Airport permission to film? No. You need permission to film if you are filming airside. So if you're filming on the other side of the fence where it's prohibited, then yes, you do need permission. I've done filming from the air traffic control tower here, and again, the airport wasn't strictly happy about it, but yeah, you do need permission and to be able to pay for it as well. So the answer to your question is, in terms of what here, no, but on the other side of the fence, yes, you do need permission. I see we've got about 84 of you all tuned in this morning. It's great to have each and every one of you on board. So for those of you who have just tuned in, we've got the Eastern Airways ATR, which is just getting its next engine started up there, and is about to fly the Newcastle United team down to Southampton. So that's just about to go in a moment. And in theory, on the left side of the aircraft, there should be a bit of a green livery from when it was previously operating for another operator. So we'll see that when it turns, hopefully. Also got a Jet 2 737-800, which is just pushing back, folks, and that'll be departing very soon as well. So we've got a nice couple of movements to come anyway. Rod Martinez, good morning from South Carolina. Good morning, Rod. Lovely to have you on the live stream. Welcome on board. Do excuse me if I'm a bit sniffly this morning, folks. Unfortunately, it's just the air and everything. And we've got the Eastern has just started its engines there. And then just over at the back here, we've got Jet 2's 737-800, which is just pushing back. It's just about to emerge in the sunlight. It's very, very nice. Again, keep your comments coming, folks. It's lovely to have so many of you on and commenting this morning. It's really nice. There we go, Golf Charlie Mike Foxtrot India. ATR72-600. John Doherty, Munich has a great purpose-built area. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting, mate. I know the one at Frankfurt is fantastic. I've been to Frankfurt quite a few times now and had the chance to film there, and it's a really, really cool place. And we've got just over here, whilst the Eastern Airways is backtracking, we've got 3 in 1. Buy one, get 2 free. It's a Jet 2 just pushing back there. Warren Sanderson, for viewing, Manchester has got to be one of the best. In terms of, yes, it's got a public viewing area, yes, but I would say there's some better airports in the UK, to be honest. Not necessarily with the traffic, obviously, but in terms of actual spots, I would say there's definitely better in the UK, in my opinion, from all the ones I've visited. Manchester has the advantage of size, and it has the advantage of big locations down on the south side of the runway, especially around the nature reserve. But overall, I would say there's definitely better. But again, if you want to see an A380 or an A350 up close, then yes, Manchester is the best. If you compare it to Heathrow, there's no comparison. Manchester wins hands down. Alright, there's the Eastern just about to line up and depart from runway 25. Jet 2 pushback for Gran Canaria. Thanks very much, mate. Wonder if the Saudis will ever give their... that's a good question, Mark. It's a good question, I'm not sure. I'm just intrigued by how they've supported Newcastle in the past year and a half, and imagine if they painted on the side of one of their Dreamliners, you know, Newcastle United or something, bit like what Manchester City had with have with Etihad, or Arsenal have with Emirates. You know, that would be amazing. It would be absolutely amazing. But we'll see. Watch this space. Alright, anyway, here comes the ATR with Newcastle United on board, heading to Southampton. Leeds United Football Club. Duly noted, mate. Duly noted. Yeah, there is that pub at the end of the runway at Manchester. Yeah, that is a good one. That is a good one. Right, here comes the ATR. Rolling, rolling, rolling. There we go, and that's the Newcastle team off and away. It's a Jet 2 Holidays 737, just taxiing there. And Kev M, member for 4 months. Thank you so much, Kev. Great to have you on board. And away the tune. Way aye, man. Way aye. see how they get on tonight. I'm going to have the game playing on the radio at work, so whilst we're not allowed to watch it, we can have it on the radio. So it's I always love it whenever I've got the football game on at work and I have customers come in and they hear us listening to it, and some of them will just pause for a second and ask, so what's the score and this, that and the other. It's always a good conversation starter for some, not everyone. Not everyone's into football. Right, Golf Juliet Zulu Hotel, sorry, Juliet Zulu Bravo Charlie, my bad. I messed that one up, didn't I? And Kev M, thank you so much as well for being a channel member, and to all of our channel members as well. I cannot thank you all enough. Really, really appreciate all of your support. Paul, Eddie and everyone, thank you so much. And Kev, it's great to have you on board, mate. I hope you're having a really nice Tuesday. It's lovely to have you on board with us. Strange Newcastle have the new pushback ones, but you've still got the old tugs with the bars. Yeah, I think they've got. I think most of them are all new ones now. The only thing that oh, that was it. When I was in Spain the other month, I noticed they've got these new stairs, which instead of pulling them, you just drive them. So I presume they're electrically powered, and the operator just uses his hands to actually guide them toward the back of the aircraft or the front of the aircraft, which I thought was quite a neat idea. But I wonder if we'll see those here at some point, because it's got to save on a lot of back problems from pulling stairs and so on and pushing. Mark Sanderson, if they win something, they will. Yeah, they will, mate. They will. It's quite a nice trajectory they're on. They're not, I mean, compared to even a year and a half ago, it's night and day difference. But by the same token, they've proven that you know, they are capable of going toe to toe with some of the best. So, you know, it's small improvements, and contrary to everyone's belief that, you know, well, they're now the world's richest team on paper, then, you know, they're gonna spend mega. They have spent big, but compared to even likes of other Premier League teams, they've actually been very modest in comparison. So money isn't everything. The quality and calibre of players you bring in kind of is very important as well. Right, Jet 2 737-800 just lining up now on runway 25. I haven't checked flight radar, folks, but I think the Air France E190 should be coming in shortly from Paris Charles de Gaulle. Looks like a Gulfstream's inbound in a few minutes. Thank you very much, Mark. Thanks, mate. I'll actually, I've just thought of something. I have a spare phone I can use my VRS on. Oops. Right, here comes the Jet 2 then, rolling down the runway. See all that spray kicking off on runway 25, and the sun is just out now. It's beautiful. It's really, really nice. Let's see how long or short a takeoff run this is. Imagine it'll be a fairly short one. Oh no, it's going a little bit. Beautiful. Very nice indeed. Very, very nice. And there's the other two of them just parked up there. Just going to get my VRS server up. I'm going to ask what you work as. I work as pretty much everything. Window cleaner, postmaster, gardener, shop assistant, you name it. Do lots and lots of work. Robert, good morning. Welcome to the live stream, Robert. Great to have you with us. The live stream may just be buffering, folks, so just bear with me. Sorry if the live stream buffered momentarily there, folks. I was just quickly changing a setting. So we've got a Gulf Stream coming in, and you can just see the land lights on the approach there. Just see it over there in the distance. And that looks like a Air France Embraer 190, and that'll be the one from Paris Charles de Gaulle. That's it, just on the approach to runway 25, and the sun has gotten out here. It's absolutely beautiful. It's really nice. Kev, worth it. Great coverage. Thanks, Jonathan. I'm on the phone just to be just to be on the lookout. Oh, it's great to have you on board, mate. Great to have you on board. I hope you're keeping well. I can hear something going overhead, but can't see it. But if this the rest of this cloud shifts, we might get a few overhead. So if anyone notices anything going overhead on Flight Radar 24, give me a shout, and we'll try and get it on here. Hello to Leanne and Tegan. Hello. Right, that's the France just about to touch down. It's beautiful sunlight. Really, really nice. There we go, and that's a hot landing. Rod Martinez, you're... Ah, he was based at Watersham. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Well, Watersham is now home to the Army... excuse me, the Army Air Corps AH-64 Apaches, and at the moment they're converting to the new variant of the Apache, the E variant, and yeah, RAF Watersham is still active today. So yeah, nice bit of history there. Thank you very much for sharing that, Rod. That's the E190 just there. Foxtrot Hotel Bravo Lima Hotel. Looking beautiful in that sunshine. Really, really nice. Newcastle Control Tower as well. So we've got the Lufthansa Embraer 190, which is going to be pushing back very shortly and departing to Frankfurt. That'll be going in a few minutes. And we've got I think that's the Gulf Stream that you mentioned, Mark. I think that Gulf Stream is just on the approach now for runway 25, so that should be in just a second. Air France over Seaton. Yeah. And Warren Sanderson, welcome to the live stream as well, Warren. Don't know if I said hello, but welcome on board. Don't think I did. The Emirates is 35 minutes out. Jack of all trades, or joy. Aye, Jack. That's me, mate. Jack of all trades, master of none. I like to keep my finger in all the pies, literally. But yeah, it's like yesterday. I started work at 8:30 in the morning, and then finished my odds and ends by half past 2, and then I finished my main job at 10 o'clock. So yeah, it's kind of all go pretty much all the time, to be honest. But And then this morning I thought, you know, I really fancy a lie-in. Could really do with an extra bit of sleep, but set the alarm for 7:30, got up, didn't even have a coffee, just managed to make a flask. And here we are. Here we are. And it's actually turned into a really beautiful morning. Sun's out. Got Lufthansa there. We've got Emirates coming in shortly. We've got a really nice day for it. Really nice day. And all of you lovely viewers on board as well, which is so nice to have. And you've no idea what a difference your comments and questions and everything make. It's really encouraging. So thank you all. Shannock's overhead showing leads to Leeds. Oh, Charlie, that will be, I think, let me just see if I can zoom in on it. That Jet 2 you've just mentioned, there it is, that's it just there. Jet 2 leads to Leeds. I heard it go overhead and I wondered what it was, and then I could see the contrail in the distance. That's it just there. The cloud is cleared, as you can see. There's quite a bit of cloud about, and yeah, that was it. Thanks for pointing that out, Charlie. Unfortunately I haven't got flight radar operating, so I'm kind of just going off what you're all kindly feeding me, so I'm just keep my eyes and ears open. Alright, here's the Gulfstream just coming in. I'm wondering if it's Golf Uniform Lima Foxtrot Mike. Doesn't look like it, might be wrong. Ooh, lovely. Can't beat a good Gulfstream. There we go, and that's it. Touchdown on 2-5. You're 20 tomorrow. Oh dear, don't celebrate that, mate. If I were you, I wouldn't celebrate that at all. Trust me, it all goes downhill after that. Yeah, Oscar Echo Lima Tango Foxtrot. Very smart. That's a nice one. That's just taxiing over to the golf apron. Not sure where it's arrived from either. Perhaps someone knows. Stephen Short, hello, great channel. As a beginner, what's the best tracking app on the website? Stephen, I would say the best tracking website is undoubtedly Flight Radar 24. You just you cannot go wrong with Flight Radar. And nowadays, even compared to years ago when I first started using it, it's got so much more information, so much more data, and yeah, I'd definitely recommend, if you're a beginner, then Flight Radar's the way to go. The steps have just been pulled back from the Lufthansa Embraer 190, so that'll be going to Frankfurt very shortly. Still remember, yeah, the 777X first flight, yeah, that's usually the night stopper at Edinburgh, is it? Ah, right, interesting. Wonder what it's doing here then. Excuse me. Do excuse me, folks, I just need to clear the airways. You live in Norfolk now and see the Apaches once in a while. You get more military than commercial. Yes, that's true. You do tend to get more military than commercial stuff in Norfolk. It's quite notable as well. You often see the Apaches or F-15s, US Air Force F-15s, the RAF Typhoons from Coningsby, everything from Marham. You do get quite a bit of activity. My granda was based at RAF Marham many years ago, back when the the V Force bombers were still in operation, and I think at the time they had the Vickers Valiant base there, along with the was it the Victor as well? I'm not sure if they had the Victor base there, but they definitely had the Valiant's base there at Marham at the time. But yeah, it's amazing how many old RAF bases there still are, and how many of them you can go and have a little browse around. Right, that's the Lufthansa just pushing back there. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Look at that in the sunshine, that's lovely. I'm hoping to use either that Lufthansa flight or the KLM flight, hopefully at some point this year. Not sure exactly when, but got a couple of plans in mind. Just be nice to be able to fly there directly from your own local airport instead of having to fly via somewhere else, which would be good. It didn't show up on Flight Radar 24, Mark. Ah, okay, mate. Okay, thank you for that. I'll have a look on OTNE later on and just see if there's anything on, there, and if the route showed on there, I'll have a look. Came in from Farnborough. Thanks very much, mate. Thank you for that. And Theo, good morning from South Africa. Good morning. Welcome to the live stream. Lovely to have you on board. Right, it's 28 degrees Celsius. Well, it's not quite that warm here, but it's decent enough. It's nice and mild, and it's a beautiful morning here. Hopefully it is where you are as well. So we're just waiting for the Lufthansa to taxi. Really does. The UK, low by count due to the French government, had their own moan about domestic travel during COVID. Yeah, that's true, Paul. Yeah, that's very true, mate. Nick probably has one of his highlanders drive it. Yeah, probably does as well, mate. Probably does. But that one will be good to see. That one will be good to see in the end. But you're right, mate. Cheers. Thank you. Emirates is due soon. Yeah, Emirates should be in very shortly, mate. Won't be too long. Right, that's a Lufthansa taxi in there, folks. Just heading out. It would be nice if they departed off runway 07, that would have been a good shot. I think there's traffic inbound with the Emirates, so that won't be possible. There we go. Harry, any tips for a beginner? My main tip would be is just go when there's no, nothing special due in. Try and go when even when it's a quiet day, because you'll find that you appreciate what you see far more if you go on a really, really quiet day in comparison to a day where there's lots of movements forecast. You always tend to find, I do anyway, I've found over the years, that people sometimes start to lack an appreciation for the movements they see. But if you go on a really quiet day, then I think that'll put you in good stead for the days when you do get quite a few movements, and just makes you appreciate what you see a little bit more. So yeah. And don't be afraid to have an explore around, There's lots of different spots at different airports that you can view and you can access, so going to them all, it's always the best way. Graham Thompson, yes, it is. It is very quick turnaround from the Lufthansa. Mind, they do tend to do it quite quickly. It's usually Ryanair style. At the end of the day, they've only got about 100 or so passengers, not even that. So yeah, Emirates is 25 minutes away. Fantastic. Thank you very much, Sam. Thank you. Won't be too long for that arriving. All being well, once the Lufthansa has departed, folks, I'm gonna grab a quick cup of coffee. Made my flask, but yeah, kind of lacking in the coffee side. I did bring a nice traditional ham and peas pudding sandwich this morning. So, yep, for those of you who don't know what peas pudding is, it's a nice local thing to the northeast. Do I have John? Do I have a favourite airport? Well, I think it would be wrong if I didn't say Newcastle. Trying to think, favourite airports. Aberdeen, I really do like Aberdeen. It's a very underrated airport. Lots of movements, lots of helicopters, just activity all the time. There's lots of things to see. Where else? Just trying to think. London City. London City's a good one. Dublin. But yeah, I would say Newcastle's probably definitely top of the list, but there's many others indeed. Right, here comes the Lufthansa. Nice one to see. Very nice indeed. So I think there's a little lull in movement. Just getting a tiny bit quieter. Stairs and everything are ready there for the Emirates. We've got steps and everything ready there at the end by Swissport. And the tug and everything. It's all ready to go. Stop tending, you're a Teesside man. Not a chance, mate. Not a chance. Whilst don't get me wrong, I love, the actual I do like the airport. It's nice when they get good movements, but yeah, no. Give me Newcastle any day of the week. Warren Sanderson, the Toon plane is now over Manchester. Thanks for that, mate. It's making good time. Well, I think it's time for a sandwich, to be honest. Ham and peas pudding sandwich sounds nice. Oh, the bus was 7 hours. That's going to be a painful bus ride. Oh dear. Well folks, we've also got the British Airways A320neo coming in now from London Heathrow, another British Airways A320neo, and that'll be landing in just a few moments. Yeah, you've got to give it to the to the supporters who are travelling like that, you know, that's proper dedication. And the Emirates, our Emirates, from Dubai, is just over the Humber region, so it's not too far away. Stephen Marchant, actually, the point you make there about the undercarriage being exposed to the elements, you'd think there'd be more damage. I think Mentor Pilot did a really good video on that, about the reason there's such a difference with landing gear and likes of Airbus and Boeing in different ones, but I don't actually think it causes any damage as such. It just yeah. There's a few good reasons he gave, and also goes back to the old design of the 737 and Boeing sticking with that and so on. So yeah, I think if you have a look on YouTube, the video should be there on it about the landing gear. Right, British Airways A320neo. The British Airways, the BA just coming in. Very nice indeed. Oh, sorry, it's not a Neo, it's a bog standard A320. My bad, folks, my bad. I'm sure on the arrivals list it was down as a Neo. Must have changed it. Oh well, my bad. Golf Echo Uniform Yankee Oscar or Quebec? Can't quite make the reg out just yet. It's pretty cool. Normal A320 in the morning, and Also the A321 Neo earlier. Pretty cool. Ian Curran, sorry, I've just seen your comment, mate. I'll just reply to you in just 1 second. This is the problem when you're a man and you try and multitask. It's really not good. Try and eating sandwich, monitor the comments and film. It's just, honestly. Golf Echo Uniform Yankee Golf. Lovely. That's the one. Should see it taxiing in with the guidance system as well. Hopefully. Oh, Mark, you're right there, Mark. Can it beat it when it's like that, mate? Just tastes delicious, and especially a little bit of mustard with the ham. Oh, now you're talking. Actually, I had mustard yesterday with my baked potato, and I think I kind of went overkill a bit on the mustard. And I had horseradish sauce with the salad, and it was burning my mouth out. It was seriously hot. There's the Piper just vacating the runway there. And the Ranger's just doing a runway inspection at the far end of the runway. And that's just in preparation for the Emirates coming in. And Scott, good morning from Falkirk. Good morning, Scott. Welcome to the live stream. Great to have you with us. I hope it's nice and bright and sunny up your way as well, mate, because it's lovely down here. Emirates is 5 minutes out. It's not too far. Lazy bugger, your voice and commentary is much more bearable. I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you very much. It's very kind. Fly from LBA, Soundload does a good job. I honestly wouldn't like to comment because I very, very rarely tend to watch live streams. I think, to be honest, one of the last live streams I watched was Big Jet TV, Jerry's live stream from Heathrow, and I was here at Newcastle at the time, and we had a whole load of diversions coming up here, and I was watching his live stream and all the movements that were going around and diverting, and then catching them up here at Newcastle. So yeah, that was quite a fun day. I think that was one of the last main live streams I watched. I also watch. Oh man, he does plane spotting across in the United States. Oh man, Chicago. Oh no, DFW spotter, I think it is. Is it DFW? I think it is, Dallas Fort Worth. I'm sure it is. But he does live streams from there and gets all the traffic, which constantly blows my mind how many regional jets and everything there are over there. It's crazy. The Emirates just over in the distance there, folks. You can just see the Emirates coming into view. There it is. It's about to turn in on a final on the downwind leg. Fire coming out of your nasal passages, it's the only way. You're right there, mate. You're absolutely right. That's him just about to get his final turn onto the ILS for runway 25. The stairs and the fuel and everything's ready on the stand for the Emirates, so won't be long now. Trying his best to get out of Norfolk, but not as good. Well, hopefully it makes an appearance at some point. I tell you what, it doesn't half make the winter days more bearable when you get a nice sunny day with a bit of blue sky. Just makes it so much better. It really does. Now then, just lost the Emirates. Helps if you pan the camera. There it is. Sorry, it helps if you put the camera in the right direction. There we go. That's it, just on the approach there. Runway 25. Sam Thirlway, you think they're going to win the Prem? I think that's a bit optimistic, but I like your optimism, mate. I really do like your optimism. I think the gap to likes of Arsenal and so on is a little bit big, but to be in the position they're in now, I don't think even a year and a half ago people could have imagined they would be where they're at. So it's, you know, such a transformation, and to see where they are now. But you know, the future can only get better. And you know what? Even if they drop down to in the top 10 for the next Premier League, I still think they'd be doing phenomenally well for the second year since they've been under new ownership. So yeah. Harry Barrett, you just get the Emirates from your house in Blythe. Nice one, mate. Nice one. Well, we'll be seeing it here shortly. It's just on final approach now. And we've got the business jet. We've got the one that came in earlier, Golf Hotel Alpha Romeo Golf, is just taxiing there now as well. So that's going to be heading out after the Emirates. So we've got a good couple of movements to come here, folks. Good couple of movements. Here comes the star of the show, the Emirates. John Doherty, Emirates just over your house at 500 feet. Nice one, mate. Nice one. Beautiful. Very nicely done. Very, very nicely done. The Emirates always just looks absolutely stunning. It really does. Never gets old. What a beauty. What a beauty. Never gets old. Been seeing the same aircraft type now for pretty much 10 years here at Newcastle, and it's still as good as the previous. You can see there's 97 of you all tuned in at the moment. Very good morning to each and every one of you. You've just seen, if you've been watching, the Emirates 777 land here at Newcastle all the way from Dubai. What a beautiful movement that is, especially in the sunlight as well. Mark Sanderson, have I done any live sim streams? No, I've not done any live streams. The last one that I did was in 2021, believe it or not. So yeah, it's that long ago since I did one. But yeah, it's been quite a while now. Been quite a while. I did do a flight on live stream, well, on live stream, on Flight Sim, about a month or so ago. And since then I've done 2 or 3 extra ones, but compared to what I used to do, I haven't really done any at all, mate. But hopefully getting back into them, especially once the new Flight Sim and that's all goes. Right, that BizJet has just taxied, lined up on the runway. Good morning, Carl. Good morning. Great to have you on board. Has there ever been any consideration of a runway extension? A runway extension was actually in the master plan for the airport, but obviously now with the benefit of technology, newer engines, longer range aircraft, the need for such a runway extension isn't actually justified, especially as the number of services it would attract are very, very few. So yeah, I think the long answer is yes, the short answer is no. Right, that's the BizJet just up. takes us back to the Emirates. So fun should now start with the Emirates in theory. 100, yeah, we've had 100 viewers. Fantastic to have everyone on board today. It's been really, really good. It's been really, really decent. We'll just see if there's anything else coming in. And yeah. Seen pictures of the Emirates new A350 there. Nice one. Nice one. Thank you for dropping a like. Thank you. Fighter jets on the way to Newcastle Airport. Sam, further away. Are they heading here or are they heading northbound? That is the question. Are they heading here or are they heading northbound? Yeah, unfortunately, folks, there isn't actually that much. There isn't that much more to see. I think we've got the Air France to go out, and then after the Air France, that's basically it. So yeah, there's not actually that much more. So we'll see when the Air France goes out. There is a couple of yeah, those fighter jets from Teesside. They'll be heading north over the North Sea. They won't be coming in here, sadly. But yeah, we've seen a good few movements today. It's been good. It's been really good. Interesting, Mark. You did 4 internal flights, and each one of them the flaps weren't retracted until on the 8th. No idea. Yeah, I don't know why. It does tend to depend on the company and on the procedures, but each one is a little bit different. Some of them like to have them retracted. I mean, Ryanair, for instance, has everything pretty much up and done before the gate, immediately after landing. But other operators like to go for a more, you know, I don't know. Each one has different standard operating procedures, so I imagine a lot of it will be down to them, to be honest. So yeah. So the Air France is actually due out in 10 minutes, folks. So we should, in theory, as long as it's on time, we should get the Air France, all being well. But we'll see how it goes. If you got to drop a like, thank you very much. Malta, yeah, that Malta Air, that's going to Edinburgh. Yeah, most of the movements. I think the next arrival is Eastern Airways Jetstream 41 from Manchester. So that'll be the next one, but we won't be here for that, unfortunately. And yep, heading north here indeed. But the next movement, like I say, will be the Air France, but we'll have to call it a day afterwards because we're starting to run out of juice. Yep, Jetstream 41, Golf Mike Alpha Juliet Delta, that's the one that's heading up here. You can see all the ground staff and everyone's just getting ready to get on board and do a little bit of cleaning. The TUI we saw toward Tenerife was already passing France. Yeah, it's good timing that, very good timing. Although depending on what the Jetstream's doing at the moment, I suppose they'll be making good progress. But yeah, we've only got about 15 or so minutes left on the laptop battery life, folks, so after that we'll have to call it a day, unfortunately. Nearly passing Portugal. And Warren Sanderson, yeah, no worries, mate. It's been great to have you on board. Thank you for joining the live stream, Warren, and we'll see you soon in another live stream, no doubt. But great to have you on board. I hope you have a good Tuesday. Really nice thing would be if the Air France went a little bit earlier. It'd be quite a fun job, that, cleaning out a 777. Yeah. Not sure how fun it would be with a full full load of passengers on board and all the rubbish and everything to collect, but I'm sure it would be good. I'm sure it would be fun. See the sun reflecting off all the planes there. We're just waiting, for those of you who are just joining, we were just waiting for the Air France E190, which is parked up just over there. We're just waiting for that to depart, and then that'll be us done for today. It's been marvellous having you all on board. It's been such great support. Not to you, JW, but to your dad. No worries, Mark, no worries. That's there's a few little gremlins I need to sort out with the mobile phone, because the mobile phone doesn't tend to like live streaming for whatever reason, so I need to work out why. And I've just got a new phone recently, so I need to test that out and see if that'll be possible to use it for live streaming, because I'm sure it will be, and the time advantage, because you'll be able to use it for longer, should be much improved, hopefully. No, you don't want to. No, I genuinely want that Air France to go earlier. If that Air France went earlier, I would be over the moon. Daniel, does this video have anything to do with football? I suppose you could say so, aye. the Newcastle United football team just departed about about an hour ago now. So Newcastle United flew from here, departed from here at Newcastle Airport down to Southampton, and they'll be playing Southampton in the semi-finals of the EFL Cup, I think it is. I can't remember which one it is, but yeah, they're playing them in the semi-finals. So yes, it does have something to do with football. You've done the Qatar A350-900, Paul. Yeah, I can imagine that would be fun. That would be interesting. Eastern Airways flight from Manchester's 30 minutes out. Unfortunately, Sam, we're not going to make it, mate. Our battery life is pretty much good for about another 10 minutes, and then that's it. If this Air France goes, that'd be fantastic. If it doesn't, we're just going to have to end the live stream, sadly. But yeah, I'm trying to run it off the phone, but each time I try and run it off the phone, it keeps stuttering and freezing. But as soon as I run it off OBS on the laptop, it runs absolutely fine. So I think we're going to have to go for a whole new setup anyway. But you searched for football and you found this. Well, that's probably why, mate. That's probably why. League Cup, thank you, Mark. Yep, it's the League Cup that they're playing for in the semi-finals. We saw some packs number inbound on the Emirates, and they look very healthy. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I've got to say, the Emirates flight does tend to do, it has done for quite a few years, it's done very well, up to the point that they were discussing having a second daily flight added, but unfortunately that doesn't seem to have happened just yet, but there's still time for it. And the good news is, the Air France is pushing back. There it is. Air France is just pushed back from the stand there, so that should be going very shortly, which will be nice. Newcastle team have just got a line. Been following it all the way, Graham. Good man, good man. So as Graham says in the chat there, the Eastern Airways flight with the Newcastle United team on board is just about to land now. So, and then they'll be playing their game tonight in just a few hours' time. Oh dear me. Oh, I can tell I haven't had a coffee yet. Have a great day, Howard. Yep, you too, mate. Nice to have you on board, Howard. Thanks for this. We'll look out for it next time, Jonathan. How are the lads? Thank you very much, mate. It's been lovely to have you with us, and yep, hopefully they do well tonight. Like I say, I'm going to have the radio on with the game on at work, so fingers crossed it's a good one. I've got to say, all the games so far have been good. Yes, there's been quite a few draws and so on, which have got the points, but you know what? A draw is better than a loss. And I don't know if anyone watched the game against Fulham. Was it Fulham the other day? Or Brighton? I think it might have been Brighton. But when they played against them, and Nick Pope made an amazing save. He made an absolutely phenomenal save. And yeah. Anyway, I'm getting carried away talking about football again. Ah, dear me. Too overcast to see red sky. Ah, that's a shame. That's a shame. Well, at least they're getting there anyway. That's the main thing. Meanwhile, the coach with the fans on is just passing Durham, Mark. Oh dear. If they're passing Durham, that's an achievement in itself. That is an achievement. Crystal Palace, that was it. Yep, Crystal Palace. Thanks, mate. It's been that many games trying to keep up with them all and remember which one's which has been a pain. There we go, there's the Air France taxiing. I'm a bit worried because this battery's only got 12 minutes left, and it sometimes has a habit of dying at about 10 minutes, so I'm hoping this Air France departs and goes before we lose our battery. So we'll be ending the live stream after this after this one's taken off, folks, and that'll be us for today. I've been really thankful for everyone's support today and everyone who's tuned in. It's been so good to have you all on board. And there we go. Let's just tax in there. And John's box, greetings from Poland. When are you coming over? Dzień dobry, I witam, cześć. Welcome to the live stream. Yeah, we'll probably be heading over. I'm hoping to be heading over in about May time, but we'll just have to play it by ear and see how it goes. But yeah, hopefully around about May, all being well. I'm planning on going to Gdansk and then to Warsaw and Krakow as well. So got a few little things planned, but yeah, it should be good. Well, that's Air France just taxiing down. I can hear the APU of another aircraft has just started, but I'm not sure which one it is. So folks, I've only got 7% battery life remaining, and sometimes, I can't remember if I turned it off, but the laptop sometimes has a habit of turning off at 5%, so let's just start praying that the laptop doesn't turn off. If it does, then I do apologise, but yeah, hopefully this thing gets airborne sharpish, but at the moment they're just dawdling along to the end of 2.5, but yeah. That's a nice experience, that. Very nice experience, that. Interesting, Daisy. It's nice to have been to one like that where you can look back on and think, oh, I remember that game. It's a really cool experience. And Nicky Lagros, hello mate, how are you doing, mate? Great to have you on board. Great to have you on board. I hope you're keeping well. Yeah, I've just got the "your battery is running low" message pop up, and we are still live. So we've got 2 minutes of battery life remaining, so we need this. We need the Air France to depart in like 2 minutes. If it could hurry up, that would be amazing. But how long's a piece of string? Well, it depends on the Embraer 190 that's taking off. And Nicky Luke Ross, I hope you and Liz are keeping well, mate. Great to have you on the live stream. Hope you're both keeping well. Right, that's it, just lined up and ready to depart. Bye. Chris Kennedy, hello mate. You've just joined and we're just about to wrap up the live stream, mate. I hope you're keeping well. Great to have you on board with us. Right, here goes the Air France. There we go, folks, and that is it. That's us done for today. It's been great having everyone on board. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and Mark Sanderson, Chris Kennedy, and everyone, thank you so much. Graham Thompson, thanks for streaming this morning. You're welcome, mate. Hop, skip and jump, yep, that's it. Well, thank you all so much for watching and for tuning in to the live stream. It's been great to have everyone on board, and until the next time, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you in the next live stream from here at Newcastle Airport. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, and I'll see you soon. Ta-da.